Once upon a time, in a bright and colorful world called Luminara, there was a tiny village filled with talking animals, dancing trees, and magical clouds that loved to change shape. In this peaceful land lived a young fox named Filo, who dreamed bigger than anyone else in the whole forest. Philo wasn't like the other foxes. While his friends liked to nap in the sun or chase butterflies, Philo loved to collect stories. He kept a little blue backpack filled with maps he had drawn, shiny stones he believed were treasure, and letters he wrote to imaginary heroes he hoped to meet one day. Every morning, Philo would climb the tallest hill in Luminara, stand on his tiptoes, and whisper to the wind, "One day, I will explore the whole world. I will discover secret places, meet magical creatures, and bring back stories so big the stars will listen." The wind always seemed to whisper back, "Keep dreaming, little fox." Big journeys begin with small steps. One day, something extraordinary happened. As Philo reached the top of his favorite hill, he noticed a glowing feather lying on the grass. It shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow and hummed with gentle magic. When he picked it up, it felt warm, like sunlight caught in a feather. Just then, a soft voice echoed in the air. "The guardian of the skies has chosen you. The world needs your courage. Follow the trail of light, and your adventure will begin." Philo's eyes widened. His heart thumped like a drum. "An adventure? For me?" he whispered. The feather glowed brighter, and that was the moment Philo knew. His journey had finally begun. Chapter 1. The Trail of Light. Philo tucked the glowing feather safely into his blue backpack and took a deep breath. The air around him sparkled softly, as if tiny stars had decided to visit the hill just to watch him begin. A thin ribbon of shimmering light stretched out from the hilltop, winding through the trees like a magical path waiting to be followed. "Here goes. My first real adventure," Philo said, his paws tingling with excitement. He trotted forward, following the trail as it weaved between tall sunlit trees. The path made gentle chiming sounds when he stepped on it, like tiny bells hidden beneath the dirt. Birds perched on branches above him, watching curiously. As he walked deeper into the forest, the glowing trail suddenly paused in front of a massive tree, the oldest, tallest tree in all of Luminara. Its trunk was wide enough for 10 foxes to stand side by side, and its branches disappeared into the sky like ladders to the clouds. Philo placed a paw gently on the bark. "Hello?" he whispered. The tree groaned softly, and a giant wooden face slowly emerged from the trunk. The eyes opened last, warm, glowing amber eyes. The little fox with the bright dreams," the tree said in a deep, rumbling voice that sounded like rolling thunder mixed with laughter. "I've been expecting you, Philo. You know my name?" Philo squeaked. "Of course," the tree replied. "The forest knows the names of all who dream big, and your dreams echo louder than most. That feather in your pack belongs to the Sky Guardian. You have been chosen for a journey few have ever taken." Philo's ears perked up. "What journey? What do I have to do?" The tree bent its branches low, forming an archway. "Beyond this arch lies the Whispering Valley. Hidden, there is the first key of the Sky Guardian's quest, the key of courage. You must find it before sunset. Without courage, the rest of the journey will be impossible." Philo gulped, but nodded bravely. "Okay, I'll do it. I'm ready." The tree chuckled gently. "Courage is not the absence of fear, young fox. Courage is taking a step even while your heart trembles. Now go. The valley awaits." Philo tightened his backpack straps, thanked the old tree, and stepped through the archway. The moment he crossed under the branches, the shimmering trail of light brightened, stretching forward across a wide, glowing valley. And so Philo's true adventure began, one step into the unknown. one heartbeat full of hope. As Philo stepped into the whispering valley, he felt a gentle breeze swirl around him, carrying with it thousands of tiny voices. They weren't frightening, more like soft giggles and playful murmurs drifting through the air. The valley glowed with golden grass that shimmered like sunlight on water. Sparkling blue flowers opened and closed as Philo walked past them, as if waving hello. In the distance, mountains shaped like sleeping giant turtles rested peacefully. Philo's paws tingled. This place, it feels alive, he whispered. The voices and the wind answered, because it is, little fox. Because it is. He followed the glowing trail as it led him deeper into the valley. But halfway across, the trail unexpectedly flickered and vanished. Philo blinked. Huh, where did it go? He spun in a circle. The light had completely disappeared. Then the whispers grew louder. Turn back. Too dangerous? You're too small. Too scared. Too weak. Philo's chest tightened. His ears drooped. The valley suddenly felt colder. For a moment, just a moment, Philo considered running back to the safety of the forest. But then his backpack shifted. The glowing feather inside began to hum. Soft warmth spread through him like a tiny campfire in his heart. Philo took a shaky breath. These are just whispers. They're not real. And even if I'm scared, I'm not quitting. The moment he said those words, the whispers softened, almost like the valley was testing him. A soft glow appeared ahead. Philo walked toward it, and there, resting on a stone pedestal, was a small silver key shaped like a star. It shimmered brighter than anything in the valley. Above it floated a tiny creature, half bird, half light, with wings made of shimmering dust. It chirped happily when it saw him. Hello, Philo said. Are you guarding the key? The glowing creature shook its head and twirled in a loop. Then Philo heard a gentle whisper, clearer than all the others. Courage isn't about never feeling fear. It's about choosing to move anyway. By stepping forward, you have earned the key of courage. The key lifted into the air and floated toward Philo. He held out his paw, and it gently dropped into it. The valley brightened, as if celebrating. The creature perched on Philo's shoulder and chirped softly. Philo smiled. Does this mean you're coming with me? The tiny light bird nodded. Okay. Then I'll call you Luma, Philo announced. Luma chimed happily, with the key of courage in his paw and a new friend by his side. Philo looked toward the horizon. The glowing trail reappeared, this time brighter than ever. The next part of his adventure awaited. With Luma glowing softly on his shoulder and the key of courage safely tucked into his backpack. Philo followed the shimmering trail as it led out of the whispering valley. The ground rose gently, becoming rocky and narrow, until at last the path stopped before a long, ancient bridge. The bridge of echoes. It stretched across a deep canyon, wider and darker than anything Philo had ever seen. Swirling mist filled the chasm, and shadows moved far below. Whispering softly, the bridge itself was made of stone, cracked and old, but covered in runes that shimmered like moonlight. Luma fluttered nervously. C-H-R-R... Cree? Yeah, I know, Philo said, swallowing. It looks scary. But the trail leads across, so we have to go. A cold breeze blew through the canyon, carrying strange voices. Do not cross. You will fall. Turn back. Luma leaned closer to Philo, her tiny glow brightening protectively. Philo placed a paw on the first stone. A soft echo rang out. Step. Step, step. But the echo didn't match his movement. He lifted his paw. The echo kept walking. Philo froze. Luma, that wasn't me. From the mist below, a shadowy figure rose shaped exactly like him, his size. His tail, his face, a perfect echo. The echo Philo stepped onto the bridge opposite him. Its eyes glowed pale blue dot. It spoke in Philo's own voice. Why bother? You're just a small fox. You'll never finish this journey. Philo took a shaky step back. The echo Philo followed. Luma chirped sharply and circled Philo's head. Philo clenched his paws. You're not me. I'm scared, but I'm not giving up. The echo snarled softly. Then prove it. Suddenly the bridge shook. Cracks spread across the stones. Wind howled. The canyon rumbled like a sleeping monster waking. Philo gasped. We have to move. He ran forward, paws pounding on the trembling stone. The echo Philo ran too, its shadowy form flickering. Halfway across, a massive gap split open in the bridge. Philo skidded to a stop. Luma circled frantically. I can jump. His voice trembled. He wasn't sure. Then the glowing feather in his pack pulsed. Warmth flooded his chest. Courage. Philo stepped back, sprinted forward, leaped into the air, and for a heartbeat, felt weightless. Luma flashed bright, giving him a boost of light. He landed safely on the other side. Behind him, the echo Philo dissolved into mist. The bridge stilled. The canyon quieted. The voices whispered one last time. Courage grows when shared. Philo looked at Luma and smiled. Thanks, friend. I couldn't have done that without you. Luma chirped proudly ahead of them. The shimmering trail glowed in a new direction toward a dark forest at the base of a distant mountain. Their next challenge awaited.